Hello everybody, Blitz11 here, and D23 just happened, and I want to give my thoughts and opinions on it. Well, mostly just the Marvel stuff. If you don't know what D23 is, it's pretty much a Comic-Con just for Disney stuff. But before I get into that, I just want to let you all know, I am not a news channel. I'm not going to cover every single superhero media piece that just comes out. I might do a whole big pile-up at the end of every month just to give my thoughts and opinions on stuff, but I've got no promises on that. And before I get into that, please don't leave any song requests or ask for updates for these types of videos. And let's get into it. The first thing I want to talk about is that Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman is coming into Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman is going to be in Avengers Doomsday. I'm going to have that up here on screen right here. And I'm so glad that they're going to be in Avengers Doomsday because I love their characters, but I also want them to interact with other Marvel characters instead of the typical X-Men characters. And I just want to see Deadpool interact with a bunch of all the Avengers and stuff because that's going to be funny. They're going to be doing that to the 90. But yeah, the next thing I want to talk about here is the new Disney Plus show, Vision Quest. And I'm going to be honest with you, I thought this thing was a myth. I thought this entire show was a rumor and was never going to happen. I was thinking, like, in the past few years when they kept talking about it, it's like, yeah, this stuff is not going to happen at all. It's going to get quietly canceled, shelved, or just not talked about all, but surprise, surprise, I've been surprised, it's happening. And honestly, I'm actually surprised that it actually is happening. I might check it out, but no promises. I feel like it's an unnecessary show to have because WandaVision, everybody loved WandaVision, and all the side characters are getting their own spin-offs, but I feel like it's unnecessary at the same time that's throwing money at the wall for something to stick, but it might be good, it might be bad, but the main premise of the show is that it's going to be following the White Vision at the end of WandaVision, and you're going to have a human version. It's going to be taking place inside of White Vision's mind from the trailers, and we're going to have Ultron coming back, and he's going to have a human form. So that's going to be fun. I might check it out, might not. I don't know. I feel like it's unnecessary. The next thing here we have for the next Disney 23 thing is they have revealed the entire cast of the new X-Men movie coming out in 2028. The MCU X-Men is finally being announced and been cast. I'm going to throw up on all the, I can't remember the names at all, but I'm going to throw all the people who's been confirmed to play in the X-Men movie. We finally got a whole look at the MCU X-Men. It's still in early development, and I'm happy to see it. Sadie Sink's still playing Jean Grey. But the one thing I do know, like Adam Driver, who played Kylo Ren from the Star Wars movies, will be playing Mr. Sinister. I think it'd be fun. But yeah, I was like, before I get to it, I can't talk at all there. I think it sounds exciting. It's finally, they're moving on from the Avengers stuff. You're gonna have like 6 movies with the Avengers. It's time for them to finally focus on the X-Men. I think I do love the X-Men movies. I wasn't that too, I do love the X-Men movies throughout the 2010s and 2000s, but I was never that attached to the X-Men. Just never found them that interesting. Or just like never found the movies that good, but I do sure enjoy the movies, a lot of them there. But the one thing, they're never going to replace I've almost said Henry Cavill. I don't know if they're actually going to do that movie, but they're never going to replace Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. He's going to be playing the character till he's 90. But yeah, there's one more thing to talk about, and I'll get to that. Now, the last thing that was announced at D23 was a new Avengers Doomsday trailer. And I did say I did make a post a while ago talking about the first trailer, saying I was excited but not that hyped. But after watching this, I'm even more excited. So pretty much the whole trailer is about this thing mask. The whole trailer is about, oh god, the whole trailer was about the Fantastic Four talking about how much they knew Doom, but I don't think they even mentioned Doom even once in their 2025 movie at all, because they had little Easter eggs, but they never mentioned that at all. Maybe we're going to get flashbacks of him at all. That's my only critique, because they talk about how much they knew him, but they never show how much they actually knew him. But I kind of get why they do it, because they already had like we already had four reboots on the Fantastic Four, ironically. And we already know who Dr. Doom is, and because over many years of knowledge on the character. And the other things are like the Avengers fighting Dr. Doom, Thor fighting Doom, and all the other stuff like that. God, making that my catchphrase. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm pretty excited for all that. Pretty much good excitement. Pretty much good announcements coming out of the D23 Marvel stuff. I like it all. Now, that's all my thoughts on the Marvel stuff at D23. Again, I'm not a news channel. I'm not going to make videos talking about every little announcement. I'm just gonna pile it up all into one compilation here, talk up the video, because again, I like Marvel and DC. I'm gonna talk about all that stuff in videos like this. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the Marvel stuff. If you even care about my thoughts and opinions on that stuff, you can just, it's all up to you. But yeah, I want to hear your thoughts and opinions on this stuff. Tell me down in the comments below. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.